bang, bang. Hi guys, this is Mark Teaches Music, and you're at my improv workshop. This is session number 52, which is great. And today's the 19th day of October 2023, and I want you to have fun and be awesome. So in my improv workshop, we're trying to learn to get better at improvising, making up great melodies and stuff. So I know that you can do that, and I'm learning. Now, if you want to just jump ahead to the ad-libbing part without any input or instruction or anything, just punch on the description down here and click the timestamp that says ad-libbing on Yellow Dude, which is the name of our song today, Yellow Dude. So it takes you right to where we start ad-libbing. So we won't skip. You can skip all this if you need to. And of course, when you come back, that's what you should do, is do this with me if you need the instruction, which I mean a lot of people would. And then after that, keep coming back and playing along and just skip to the ad-libbing. So anyway, for more information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And if you want to ask me a question about anything, you either leave a comment or send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And so the links to the chart, both the chart that we're playing in every, in C for C instruments, B flat instruments, and E flat instruments, as well as the, what else is there? There's two things, the chart and the chart, and then the names of the scales and the notes for the scales. Let me adjust this. This is a little short, I think. So the notes to play, and they're written not out in notes. They're written in letter names, and then the patterns for guitar and bass and stuff. So I'm saying just download those. If I were you, I'd print them out, and that will help you. And so I'd go ahead and do that now if I were you, but you don't have to delay it. So we're not just ad-libbing, we're trying to get better. So because of that, I'll stop occasionally and say stuff. So if you got a request for a style, there's all kind of styles here, rock and blues and jazz and country, and today is reggae and R&B and all kind of stuff. Trying to do, when I say movie stuff, I mean epic things that aren't just, kind of run-of-the-mill. So the idea is if you got an idea for a style that you haven't heard or would like to hear, just email me or put it in the comments. And if you get stuck on anything, we're ad-libbing and playing and you can't figure out, again, email me or put it in the comments, and don't wait. Go ahead and do it so that you can get ad-libbing and have fun, and it'd be like, cool, you understand. And that, and if you want to see me on an instrument I haven't played that I can play, I'm not going to sound terrible, then just do the same thing, put it in the comments. And so if you like this, of course, you're supposed to hit subscribe, you're supposed to hit notifications, you're supposed to hit the, what else are you supposed to do? You're supposed to hit like. Anyway, and share this with people, please. Get other people to come. And so let me give you some guidelines for our ad-libbing. So there's links in the description. You should go to those and, like I said, at least download so you can look at the chart and look at the notes or scale or pattern that you're supposed to play. And if possible, print them out, just because for most people, I have a gigantic monitor here. It's 49 inches, so that's one. There's another one here. So, I have a lot of monitor space. Most people don't. And so it's helpful to be able to write on your chart and stuff like that. So, but as you like. And so, but don't just sit there and watch this. Now, if you've never done this before, you can sit a little bit. That is, obviously you can do what you want, but if I were you, I'd jump right in. As soon as you understand what you're supposed to do, whether it's good or bad, just jump right in and start playing, start singing. If you're a vocalist, start playing, and just see how good you can make it, including if it's terrible, just do it again and again. It'll get better because it's music, because it's exciting, it's natural, it's powerful, it pulls you in, and every once in a while I'll play something that's pretty, you will think that's pretty cool, every once in a while. And when you hear that from me or somebody else, it'd be like, oh, I want to do that, and it'll make you get better. Playing with other people helps so much. So shoot your questions, like I said, in there. Don't wait. And then don't be put off if you don't like the style. You don't like, I'm going to play the ukulele today. You don't like that, whatever. So each instrument has got its own. I'm not like, some instruments I don't like. I don't know what they are, but I'm sure there are some. And it's fine for you to not like them. But different instruments can do different things that some other instrument cannot do. So it's helpful to have different instruments and to play different instruments, or at least listen to different instruments, because it's like, well, he can do this run really easy and I could never do that on a certain instrument, And so like on the guitar it's easy, on the piano it's hard, on the piano it's easy, on the guitar it's hard, and as you change back and forth, you hear things that you wouldn't have heard if you just stick on your own instrument. Only, it's great to really focus on the instrument you're doing. That's super good. So don't play when I play. When I'm playing, don't noodle around. I'm not being mean or anything. I'm just saying don't noodle around, because what you're doing, you're thinking, okay, what's he doing? How does he do that? Including it's terrible. He said, oh, I'll never do that. Whatever he does, But you're waiting on you're like listening, and you can play the chords. That's a great idea. And if you were actually doing this live with somebody and there was no track, that's what you do. When you're not playing, you're the chord person. When I'm not playing, I'm the chord person. We have a track to play with, so we don't have to do that. But the idea is that when the other person is ad-libbing, you're listening and thinking of things you'd like to do, and then it becomes your turn. And then I don't play when you play, and you don't play when I play, and so we're getting ideas from one another. If I could hear you, it would actually inspire me, and I get ideas from you, things that are interesting to do. So jump right in when it is your turn, though. When I say go, it's your turn. You just jump right in, including bad notes, whatever it is. So, and then we want to listen to and absorb the changes. Your ear is the biggest ticket, the biggest gateway. Not knowing what the notes are, that's number two. It's a close second. It's not like if you played all the wrong notes constantly that it would sound good. But the real thing is, hey, here's these changes. And and if it's too hard. So this is harmonic minor. So it's da 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 dee doo 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 doo. Just a little unusual, a little challenging. But there are, like I said, 52 videos. Most of the videos have two different songs, and so two different 30 minutes ad-libbing on a song. So I'm just saying you can find about 100 different styles and keys, and so there's many of them that they're only in one key. Some few of them have only one chord or two chords. So it's a lot of good, easy things you can find if this is too hard or something else is too hard. So don't be put off by that. So so that's it. Now listen. Now if you get stuck, what you should do is sing along. So let's listen to the song just for a minute. First, we'll just let's listen to get the feel, and then let me give you this shot here, and this is where we can see the chords. This is the A minor. Let's turn that up. And there's the E7. That would be your harmonic. D minor. Feel it. The idea is here not, yes, to understand it, this is an A minor, but it's the sound. You're anticipating, you're playing, you're thinking about sounds, and here comes this change. Oh, you caught the change. Here's a change. There's a change. This is back to one. It's home bass, but a sad home bass. Okay, now we go to this. This is our B section. Here it is. Happy. Back to sad. Oh, he didn't get the girl. He got the girl. Yay. Here's the turnaround. Kind of say go back to the top, and just hearing it, just listening to it, try to absorb. So there's your ad-libbing. And this is you singing to prime the pun. So when you're stuck, now I'm going to interrupt what I was saying a second ago and say that when you're stuck, sing like I was doing. And you sing a little bit, and you let's just say you thought that was cool. Anything that you're singing, you thought you're listening, you're singing along, you're trying to think, oh, okay. And suddenly you hear something, oh, that was pretty cool. Well, it could be very simple, could be complicated. Doesn't need to be long, doesn't need to be 45 notes. in terms of you singing, because you'll forget a lot of what you did. So, for example, maybe this sounded good to you, and da dee da dee dee doo 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 doo, which is a lot of notes, and you'd find that on your instrument. Here's my instrument, and do. I don't know if that's what I did. It is. The first part was correct. I did too many notes, and so I forgot too many notes to remember them all. What I would do if I was really going to do a long thing, I'd try to record it. Not like it's the best thing in the world, but just like I'm going to forget some of the notes. So you do a little lick, you sing it. It's as if you're trying to get things rolling, and you can't think of anything to do. Try singing something; it really will work. And you're not saying. And again, I say it every time, but I'm saying it again. So if you go, you don't have to sing well. You just have to be able to hear the pitches, the definitive pitches. If you go da 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 da, that won't help you, because then you don't know. I don't know what it was. You don't know what it was that you were thinking of. So you have to sing a pitch, but you don't have to have a good voice. Okay, now let's see. So this song's called "Yellow Dude," and it's a reggae piece. And this is I'm playing on the ukulele. I get confused on the ukulele because it's exactly the same as the guitar, the bottom 4 strings of the guitar, but I am not frequently playing on just the bottom 4 without the top 2, the 2 lowest strings as a reference. So I get lost from time to time, like when you try to play a leg, try to play a thing. So I'm sure that'll happen today. And let's see. So there's my shot. So you can see, I feel like if I'm playing a fretted instrument, you might want to see the frets. But it doesn't matter if you're playing on the flute, you're playing on the trumpet. Doesn't matter what instrument, because the notes are the same. So, this is the A. Even though, guitars is just saying, hey, man, it's the ukulelist saying it's the 2nd fret of the 4th string. This is going to suddenly go into, yes, hello. You never can get over how good that sounds. Anyway, point is, the studio's kind of torn up from concerts a couple of days ago. So I don't have another mic, so we're going to have to use this mic, do double duty, and have this super reverb for my ukulele playing. Okay, I think I'm all set, and here we go. I'm going to go first. Turn. Go. Okay, here comes the happy part. Take another 8. Still your turn. 2, 3, 4. My turn. happy part. Happy part. It's my turn. I'll take another. Your turn. Still your turn, and it's the happy part. It means it's a C major chord. Back to the A minor part. Relative majors and minors. All right. Your turn. Let's see where we are. Oh. Sorry, I lost my, I couldn't make the thing, I couldn't get to the thing. I wanted to make some comments. The primary comment I wanted to do right now was everybody, I spend a fair amount of time watching, trying to really catch up because I never watched anything. And now watching, interviews, and recently I've been watching a lot of interviews, with just a bunch of different people, particularly, I suppose, the Wrecking Crew. And they're just talking about borrowing riffs and ideas from people, and not just borrowing, and doing things that basically any musician would do and would say to do, but then most people who are not professional musicians don't really think, oh, well, they don't steal riffs, or oh, they don't make it as easy as possible, they don't reuse things. No, they do all that stuff. And so I just want to comment. So I found a little cool riff, which was on the ukulele, but same thing on the guitar. I just noticed it is, I want you to physically just play this, go back one, back one, back one. So it's really easy on the ukulele, be easy on the guitar, be easy on the bass, be easy, not as easy on the mandolin. So that's something that's easy to do. And for example, finding some cool things that are easy to do. Here's one. I hate to say this because I'll use this in a minute. So that'll be pretty cool. My point is that if you are on a guitar, this will work on the guitar, except this is, what is this? You'll have to do this on the 5th fret, and from the 5th fret, the 17th fret, move it all up 5 frets. It'll work, but it'll have to be moved up 5 frets. But my point is not, so if you're playing another instrument besides a fretted, one of these, maybe 3 that were possible, won't work on the bass, no. It won't work exactly on the bass. So, okay, guitar and ukulele. If you're not playing those two instruments, my point is not, hey, check it out, I'm doing this riff and I've suddenly gone all ukulele-ocentric. No, I'm saying, for example, if you like the way that sounded, figure it out right now, an instrument. So it sounds good whether it's it sounds good whether it is listening to it for a second. Of course, that's me using it quite a bit. So I'm just making the comment now that it's fine to find cool licks and things that you think are cool, and they're exciting, and work on them. That's what you should be doing. You're ad-libbing, you're making up stuff, and then every once in a while, hopefully a lot, you'll be like, oh, well, that would be really cool if I did so and so, and you don't, maybe it's unformed, and so you figure it out, and then you practice it, and you're trying to get, first you conceive it, you may refine it, then you practice it, and you're trying to get really good at it, and really good at it, because you'd like to carry that into many other songs, not like this song. Okay, jump back in, and it's back with you. And I think we're at the minor section, minor part still, the minor 8. There it is. 5 chord. Happy? Still you? Here's my little lick. Your turn. Oh. I kind of lost track. Maybe we're in the major. I don't remember. Your turn. Happy? Go ahead and take a minor, 8, minor. Go ahead, one more. Hey. My big lick. Your turn. Part. All right, and okay, now I just want to make a comment, which most of you know, or many of you know, and I certainly make the comment quite a bit. For every major key, there's a minor key that has the same notes, or you could say for every minor key, there's a major. What am I trying to say? There's a major scale that is the same note as the minor scale, and so those are called relative major and minors. And the great news about that, especially, it works for every instrument. It's especially great for these instruments. And it just, by the way, my degree is in oboe. so I feel your horn pain. However, so the point is here is if you know the notes of the C major scale, if you know the notes of the C major scale, then you also know the notes of the A minor scale, natural minor. And then if we want to make a harmonic minor, we would take that scale. Now, these are just notes. This pattern only works on the ukulele. But the sounds, raise the seventh note. And that's the notes of the C scale. Yeah. So it's the notes of the C scale with the G raised to a G sharp. So the A harmonic minor is A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A. And what I'm trying to get is not the harmonicness of it, is the relativeness of it. So good news, whether it's on a guitar or any instrument, if you know how to play a certain major scale, you know how to play a minor scale. And if you learn what that is, and that's always the note that is... There's always the relative minor. If you start with the major, this is on any instrument, so we'll do it with our brains. C, if you'll just think of the major on the top and the minor on the bottom, and these as half steps. So whatever major, C major, you go down 3 half steps, or 3 frets if you're on a fretted instrument. C, B, B flat, A. A minor, minor's on the bottom, major's on the top. A minor is the same notes as the C scale. Usually that doesn't happen though. You're not usually on the major and trying to figure out what the minor is. What you're usually on the minor trying to figure out what the major is. So minor's on the bottom, and you say, okay, I want to play in C minor. You go C, up a half step, C sharp, D, D sharp, but it's got to be 3-letter names too. So this has got to be some kind of this D sharp's got to be named some kind of an E. So this is E flat major, and C minor the same. So anyway, you'd like to learn that concept if you don't already know it. Okay, you're soloing. Here we come, and I don't know where we are. Your turn. Still you? Happy? Your turn. Okay, now I'll pause this for a second. This is the major part. Now you now have 2 minutes, 2 whole minutes of just you ad-libbing, and I'm not going to interrupt you. And we're going to start on the happy part, the C major. And here you go. Enjoy yourself. Just go for it. Make up stuff. I hope that was 2 whole minutes of ad-libbing. Sorry, I thought you had a little more time. I probably was 2 minutes. Okay, well, great. So that was us ad-libbing to Yellow Moon, reggae in A minor. and that was a lot of fun. And so listen, if you have questions about anything that you couldn't figure out, and I don't want anybody to feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, or I'm stuck, or I thought this worked. You said this would work and it didn't work. So you just send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons, or put it in the comments below. And so, like I said, for more information about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And if you like this, you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to give me a major portion of your income, 20, 30, 40%. And if you don't do that, you can hit like and hit subscribe. You can do the notification button, and you can include me in your will, which is always a good thing. And share this video and get somebody else to watch it, other people to watch it. And and keep coming back to Mark Teaches Music, and to this video if you liked it. If you like the music, play along with it, and have a great time. Work with it, and figure out cool stuff, and see how much you can learn from it. And so anyway, so there you go. So as always, until I see you again, I want you to have fun, and I want you to be awesome.